Good evening, everyone. Are you hearing me?
Good evening, sir.
Okay, now I'm sharing one PDF of MCQ questions, states of matter. Check in Google Classroom. See, there are objective questions based on NCERT book. Read Manu.
Two ice cubes are pressed over each other. They unite to form one cube. Which of the following forces is responsible to hold them together?
Barney, your voice is too low. Increase volume.
Sir, can you hear now?
Still low volume. Okay. Anyhow, what is correct answer for first question? When two ice cubes are pressed over each other, they unite to form one cube. Which of the following force is responsible to hold them together? Dipole forces, van der Waals forces, covalent forces, hydrogen and forces.
Sir, is it van der Waals forces?
No, van der Waals forces are very weak forces. No,
Covalent, sir.
covalent. Yeah, covalent forces. Correct answer is covalent forces. Second one, slope of the plot between PV and P at constant temperature is? Slope of the plot between PV and P at constant temperature. Boyle's graphs. So PV versus P, it gives a straight line. Slope is 0 at constant temperature. Slope becomes 0. A is the correct answer. Third question. In order
Sir,
to
A, sir.
Yeah, A is the answer. The first question also, see that when two ice cubes are pressed, I think new bond not forming between oxygen and hydrogen, just interactions only developed. So first question answer is hydrogen bonds. First one D is the correct option. Second one A is the correct option. So when two ice cubes are compressed, here forming interaction hydrogen bonds only. It is not giving any new water molecular formation. If there new water molecule formation, we can say covalent forces. But here, just attractionary forces between the water molecules only. It develops a hydrogen bonds. Okay, see third one. In order to increase the volume of a gas by 10%, the pressure of the gas should be. So volume we have to increase 10%. It means pressure we have to decrease by 10%. So decrease by 10%. So third one is A is the correct answer. Fourth one, what will be the partial pressure of helium and oxygen respectively if 200 ml of helium at 0.66 atmospheric pressure and 400 ml of oxygen at 0.52 atmospheric pressure are mixed in 400 ml vessel at 20 degrees centigrade. Okay, we need to calculate partial pressure. Helium and oxygen respectively, if 200 ml of helium, volume of helium is 200 ml, pressure is 0.66 atmosphere, and 400 ml of oxygen at 0.52 atmosphere pressure are mixed in 400 ml vessel. Okay. So helium and oxygen both are taking in one vessel. (200 ml oxygen). Sorry, helium. Helium pressure is maintained at 0.66 atmosphere. (400 ml oxygen gas). Pressure at 0.52 atmosphere. Now this both gas we are taking into the 400 ml of vessel. This and this both are taking into one container only. This volume is 400 ml. And this gas also passed in this. So here volume of gas is 200 ml. (0.66 atmosphere). V2 is equal to 400 ml. So P2 we have to calculate. Same here also. Substitute 200 ml into 0.66 equal to P2. We have to calculate here. V2 is 400 ml. Then P2 is equal to 0.33 atmosphere. So partial pressure of gas helium is 0.33 atmosphere when helium gas is transferred into this container. Now oxygen gas also same. Apply this formula. P1 V1 equal to P2 V2. P1 is equal to 0.52. Volume V1 is 400 ml. It is transferred into the same container having 400 ml only. To P2 we have to calculate 400 cancel, then P2 is equal to 0.52 atmosphere only. So these are the partial pressures of helium and oxygen. So answer is 0.33 and 0.52. B is the correct answer. See then, fifth question. Two gas bulbs A and B are connected by a tube having a stopcock. Bulb A has a volume of 100 ml and contain hydrogen. After opening the gas from A to the evacuated bulb B, the pressure falls down by 40%. The volume of B must be. So what is the volume of B? Two gas bulbs connected by a pipe and it have a stopcock. This having hydrogen gas, its volume is 100 ml. And if you open the stopcock, so some hydrogen, it is empty, evacuated. By opening the stopcock, some hydrogen gas is passed through bulb B. This is a bulb B. So here the pressure is reduced by 0.4. So initial volume we are taking this, a V1 is equal to 100 ml. Pressure P1 is equal to just P. V2 is equal to, we have to calculate. P2 is equal to, volume is equal to 100 plus volume of B, we take as something X or Vx. Or just, okay. And pressure P2 is equal to, reduced by 0.4 P. V1 P1 is equal to, according to Boyle's law, V2 P2. 100 into P is equal to 0.4 into P, 100 plus V into X, or volume of B, in convenience, volume of B. So PP cancel, no? Then 100 is equal to 0.4 into 100 is 0.4 into 100, 40, plus 0.4 into VB. So here 60 it will be, 0.4 VB is equal to 60. Then volume of B is equal to 60 by 0.4. 600 by 4. Volume of B is equal to 150 ml. So B is the correct answer, fifth one. This is according to Boyle's law.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, I took this question in Dalton's partial pressure law.
No, no need to use Dalton's partial pressure. Here just Boyle's law is enough. Through Dalton's law, not possible to calculate through that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, look at sixth question. Which of the following diagram correctly describe the behavior of a fixed mass of an ideal gas? T is measured in Kelvin. So that which graph is correct? Think option D is correct. Look at option D. Volume and temperature. With increase of temperature, volume of gas also increases at constant pressure. That is Charles' law, according to. With increase of temperature, volume of gas increases at constant pressure. Option D correct. Seventh one. Containers A, B, and C of equal volumes contain oxygen, neon, and methane respectively at the same temperature and pressure. The correct increasing order of their mass is container A, B, and C of equal volume contain oxygen, neon, and methane respectively the same temperature and pressure. Okay, volume of gas we are taking same only, A, B, C, all are, suppose we are taking 1 liter, 1 liter, 1 liter, and maintaining at same temperature and pressure also. It means those are, according to Avogadro's law, all contains equal number of atoms also, equal number of molecules. then the correct increasing order of their masses. Oxygen, neon, and methane. In oxygen, neon, and methane, neon having higher mass. Neon mass is more 20, methane is only 16. Oh, sorry, oxygen is 32. No, higher is oxygen. Oxygen, neon, methane. So this is treated as A, this is B, this is C. Oh, oxygen having higher mass 32. After neon 20. Least is methane C. C, B, A. D is the correct answer. Seventh one. Okay. See now eighth question. This is depending upon Dalton's law of partial pressure. The pressure of mixture of 4 grams of O2 and 2 grams of hydrogen confined in a bulb of 1 liter at 0 degree centigrade. So first of all, individually we are calculating what is the pressure of oxygen and what is the pressure of hydrogen. And then we are adding both. It gives a total pressure. Four grams of O2. So 1 liter volume is 1 liter. Temperature is 273 Kelvin. 0 degree centigrade. No? 273 Kelvin. Formula PV is equal to nRT. Pressure is equal to number of moles. 4 by molar mass of oxygen is 32 into R value 0.0821 into volume is 1 liter. Okay, yeah, divided by 1. Temperature is 273. Pressure is equal to, multiply this. This is 2.8. So the pressure because of oxygen is 2.8 atmosphere. Next, pressure due to hydrogen. So 2 grams of hydrogen. PV is equal to nRT. Pressure of hydrogen is equal to number of moles. 2 grams by molar mass of hydrogen also 2 into 0.0821 into 273 Kelvin temperature divided by 1 only. So pressure due to hydrogen is this is 22.41. Add this both. Total pressure according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, pressure of oxygen plus pressure of hydrogen. 22 plus 24, I think 25.2. See, option A is the correct value. Total is 25.21 atmosphere. Option A is the correct answer. Question number 9. If 300 ml of gas weight 0.368 grams at STP, what is its molecular weight? Okay. This is a mole concept based one, easy. 300 ml of gas mass is 0.368 grams. That is at STP. But actually for STP we have to take 22.4 liters. Not means 22,400 ml of gas mass is equal to X. Cross multiply. X is equal to 0.368 into 22,400 divided by 300. X is equal to. Answer is 27.47 grams per mole. So answer is C. Okay, question number 10. The density of neon will be highest at density formula already derived by using ideal gas equation. P is equal to not D is equal to Pm by RT. So here mass, molar mass, and R is constant value. So now density is directly proportional to P and inversely proportional to temperature. So whatever the option giving higher value, this P by T, that is only having higher density. So first one at STP, second one 0 degrees centigrade, 2 atmosphere, then 273 degrees centigrade, 1 atmosphere, 273 degrees centigrade, 2 atmosphere. So A is pressure is 1 atmosphere, temperature is 273 Kelvin. Option B is 0 degrees centigrade. It's 273 Kelvin. Okay, but pressure is 2 atmosphere. Option C is 1 atmosphere divided by 273 degrees centigrade plus we need to add 273. I think this comes very big value. 500. .46 Kelvin. Then option D is 2 atmosphere divided by 546 Kelvin. Yeah. Which one gives bigger value here? In 4 option, which one is giving big value, higher value?
Sir,
Which one, Tanush?
sir, 2 by 27.
Yeah, 2 by 276. So at these conditions only, that helium gas having higher density. Helium or neon? Okay, whatever
Neon,
the
sir.
gas that having higher neon gas one that having higher density. Option B is correct. Anyhow, you try to solve this question NCERT level only. Solutions also already I shared. Try to solve this question. I will explain some previous year JEE questions now. See guys, who are preparing for only CET, already I shared you past year CET questions and this NCRT questions. NEET level also, out of 45 questions, 42, 43 questions are asking from direct NCRT book only. Well, just 1 or 2 or maximum 5 questions out of NCRT book. In CET also, 50 out of 60 questions, 55 questions are directly comes from NCRT. That's what this lower level topic related problems only solve. Mean this NCRT book level, and here NCRT example problems also there. Already I shared that also, and 2 days before already I explained past year CET level question. So this level, up to this level you prepare for CET. Okay. Wait 2 minutes. I will share last year some JEE questions now. Just now I shared. See in Google Classroom. So solutions I will share later. I will explain few questions. Remaining questions solve yourself.
Sir, is this previous year question, sir?
Yeah, some previous year questions. I think here some CET level questions also there. Previous year CET level question already explained. Some JE mains questions and NEET level questions I will explain now. Likita, read first question.
Dipole-induced dipole interactions are present in which of the following pairs?
Okay. So dipole induced dipole. One of the molecule having dipoles. Means poles it have positive pole, negative pole. But another molecule not having such kind of poles. So anybody can tell answer now here? See, H2 is polar molecule and alcohol also polar. So option B A is not correct. Option B, Cl2 non-polar, CCl4 also non-polar. HCl and helium atom. Yes, this is correct. HCl is polar. So here you can create dipoles H plus Cl minus. So in helium atom also some polarities means it is induced by this molecule. So this is the correct answer C. See, second one, the intermolecular attraction that is depend on the inverse cube of the distance between the molecules is inverse cube of the distance. Distance d cube, or we can take r cube. Distance between the molecules is. Oh, this is hydrogen bond. Actually comes under conceptual based question. This is hydrogen bond. Okay, move to ninth question. Question number 9. Question is, two closed bulbs of equal volumes V containing an ideal gas initially at pressure Pi and temperature T1 are connected through a narrow tube of negligible volume as shown in the figure below. Okay. The temperature of one of the bulb is then raised to T2. The final pressure Pf is. Number of moles will apply. Number of, okay, PV is equal to nRT. N is equal to, means number of moles, N is. Number of moles, N is equal to PV by RT. So, okay, at temperature T1. At temperature T1, number of moles in one bulb. So connected two bulbs, no? Number of moles in bulb A. PA, V is constant. We all having volume V only. So not PA, PI, initial pressure PI, R, and T1 temperature. In this bulb, NB, PI, V, RT1 only, same only here also. Both bulbs volume is same and maintaining temperature also same, pressure also same. That's what, in first case, total we can take number of moles, Na is equal to total number of moles. Na is equal to 2 pi V by RT1. Okay. Next, in second case, two bulbs are giving, that's A and B only. One of the bulb maintaining temperature is T1, in another bulb temperature is maintaining T2. This is maintaining at T1 temperature only. So in this case, number of moles is Na is equal to P final V by R T1. This is maintaining at T2 temperature. That's what it, NB is equal to P final pressure and V divided by RT2. See, something gas is enclosed in a fixed volume. You increase whatever the temperature, volume of gas not, number of moles of gas not changes. If you take 100 moles of 1 mole of gas in one container, closed container, by increasing our temperature, its number of moles not changes. So based on that condition, total number of moles here and total number of moles here equal only. Now we can equate this and this plus this. So Na in first case equating to PIV 2 PIV RT1 equal to PFV RT1 plus PFV RT2. So here we can cancel V and R also we can cancel. Then left is two pi by T1 equal to PF by T1 plus PF by T2. I take common PF, final pressure 1 by T1 plus 1 by T2. They're asking about P final. So P final is equal, final pressure is equal to 2 pi by, okay, for our convenience we can write that this is T2 plus T1 divided by T1 T2. And here T1 we can cancel. 2 pi is equal to PF T1 plus T2 by T2. P final is equal to 2 pi T2 divided by T1 plus T2. Check which option is suitable to this relation. This is the relation. So I think you no need to write solution. Later I will share all the solutions. So suitable option is two pi T2 2pi T2 T1 plus T2. So C is the correct option. See next question. 13th question. Read Tejashwini.
The combination of plots which does not represent isothermal expansion of an ideal gases.
So which is not representing isothermal expansion. Okay. First we'll find which one is representing isothermal. Isothermal means the process which is carried out at constant temperature. Boyle's law only. Boyle's law, volume of a gas is inversely proportional to pressure at constant temperature. So in here in these 4 graphs, 2 graphs are related to Boyle's law. So other than 2 only, correct option. Here A is the actually correct. Graph A. Is the correct. So even you take 1 by V by P also, it gives a line which is passing through origin. Even option C also correct. Means these 2 are correct graphs. But question is asking which is not representing. PV versus P, it gives a line. This is also correct. Then only option B and D. These 2 graphs are wrong graphs, not related to Boyle's law. So option is 13th one. C is the correct option. Okay. See 14th question. If 10 power minus 4 decimeter cube means decimeter cube means liter only. Decimeter cube equal to liter. 10 power minus 4 liter of water is introduced into a 1 decimeter cube flask. Means 1 volume of a flask at 300 Kelvin. How many moles of water are in the vapor phase when equilibrium is established? Given vapor pressure of H2O at 300 Kelvin is 3170 Pascal and R is 8.314 Joule Kelvin mole inverse. Okay, substitute. Ideal gas equation. PV is equal to nRT. Want to calculate N only. Number of moles of gas in gas. Number of moles of water in gaseous phase. PV by RT. Pressure is 3170 Pascal. Volume of gas. Sorry. Volume is 1 decimeter cube, means 1 liter only. Volume is water, liquid water, 10 power minus 4. Take 10 power minus 4 divided by 8.314 into temperature is 300 Kelvin. So answer is B is the correct answer. Okay, small unit conversion mistake is there here. Their volume is given 1 decimeter cube, means 1 liter. We have to convert that into meter cubes. 1 liter is equal to how many meter cubes, Banu? One liter is equal to how many meter cubes? Because here all units we are taking in SI units, that's what. 1 liter is equal to 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So that value we have to take here. The N value is 1.27 into 10 power minus 3 moles. Okay, see next question. Question number 29. 29 question number. Read Likita.
0.5 mole of gas A and X moles of gas B exert a pressure of 200 Pascal in a container of volume 10 meter cube at 1000 Kelvin. Given R is the gas constant in J per K per mole, X is.
Okay. Okay, here total number of moles. P total is equal to 0.5 plus X. Sorry. Total number of moles 0.5 plus X. So their exerting pressure is 200 Pascal. Volume is 10 meter cube. 1000 Kelvin. Okay, then substitute in these all values. PV is equal to nRT. Then we have to calculate here X value only. Pressure is 200. Volume is a 10 meter cube. Number of moles 0.5 plus X. R is just R, right as R. And temperature 1000 kelvins. (200 into 10) 2000. Here 1000. Just this side only 2 is left. 2 by R is equal to 0.5 plus X. X is equal to 2 by R minus 0.5. So 2 minus 0.5 R by R. Oh, this option is not there. Oh no, that becomes 2x. Okay. So 2 minus 0.5 means 1 by 2 r by r. 4 minus r by 2r. Yeah, correct, Alma. This is just they multiplied here with 2, downside also with 2. So we may write this as x is equal to 4 minus 2 into 0.5 1r by 2r. So this is the correct. 4 minus r by 2r. C is the correct option. Question number 30 we solved it in CET paper. I mean, past year CET question. See, Banu, question number 38. 38. Read. Hello. Okay. Kushi.
Sir, can you repeat again, sir, which question I have to
Question
read?
number 38.
For gaseous state, if most probable speed is denoted by c star and average speed is denoted by c vector and mean square speed by c, then the large number of molecules, the ratio of these speeds are.
Okay. So they're given 3 different types of speeds. First one is most probable speed. Second one, average velocity. And third one
Sir,
is
is it option A, sir, 1:1.225 is to 1.128?
uh, 1 is to yeah, 1. First one is correct. I gave in your notebook directly this relation.
Yes, it's even
See,
there.
1 is to
Yes.
no. No, ma, that's not correct answer. In notebook, I gave relation alpha is to V is to U. Most probable velocity, average velocity, RMS velocity. 1 is to 1.128 is to 1.224. This is the relation. So closely, option D is
Sir,
correct.
D.
Yeah, D is the correct option. 39th completed. Okay, question number 40. See, for 1 mole of van der Waal gas, when B is equal to 0 and T is equal to 300 Kelvin, the PV versus 1 by V plot is shown below. The value of the van der Waal constant A. Okay, we have to calculate van der Waal constant A. Okay. For 1 mole of gas, van der Waal equation is P plus A by V, V minus B is equal to nRT. So not nRT, RT, 1 mole of gas, no? So RT. Here value of B is, B value is given 0. So only term V is left. So that's multiplied with V, PV plus A, because we are multiplying with V into V. So V cancel, no? A and RT. think here V square formula. A plus A n square by V square, not V. I think V square here. So one V cancel, then one V is left here. So then PV is equal to minus A by V plus RT. See, this is like Y is equal to mx plus C, no? This equation. Like correct. So PV we are taking on y-axis, 1 by V on x-axis, then A is the slope. PV on y-axis, 1 by V on x-axis, negative slope. So line comes like this, negative slope. Minus A. Okay, now compare this graph with, they're given one graph also there. See there one graph is given. So how to calculate slope of this line? Slope of this line, they're given values also. Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. Slope of this line. Y2 minus Y1 by X2 minus X1. Here some values are given. Y2 minus Y1 to 21.6 minus 20.1. Divided by X2 minus X1. X2 is 2. X1 is 3. So 2 minus 3. 21.6 minus 20.1. 1.5. One thing here, slope is minus A. So here minus A is equal to minus 1.5 comes, minus become plus, then slope is equal to 1. No, somewhere else mistake. 2, 3 minus 2. Yeah, slope A is equal to comes 1.51. So negative sign indicates this slope having this line is moving from top to down. So slope A is equal to 1.5. That is only van der Waals constant A. C is the correct option. So little complicated. This is what we can expect in JEE and advanced level also. Nearly 40% of questions are giving a little hard. See question number 45. 45. Read Likita.
A and B are van der Waals constants for gases. Chlorine is more easily liquefied than ethane because.
So option A is A and B are for chlorine less than A and B for C2H6. Option B is A for Cl2 less than A for C2H6, but B for Cl2 greater than no. See, if something gas is liquefied easily means that having A value greater, B value lower. So here chlorine is very easily liquefying. Means it having A higher value, B lower value. So which option is suitable to this? And another one is there given with the compared with ethane, C2H6. So this is little hard to liquefy than this one. That means it having A value lower or B value higher. Option C, A value for Cl2 greater than A value for C2H6. A value Cl2 having greater, A value C2H6 having lower. So this is okay. But B for Cl2 less than, correct. B value smaller value for Cl2, B value greater for C2H6. Yes, option C is correct, 45. Then 46, if Z is a compressibility factor, van der Waal equation at low pressure can be written as. So here sometimes pressure values are confusing, low, very low, and high, very high. This kind of terms are using. Here just low means maintaining moderate pressure, not too low. If it is a very low means pressure, we can neglect all terms. We can write PV is equal to nRT. At very low pressure, then Z value comes 1 only. But here asking low pressure, you consider that means moderate pressure. Van der Waal equation is P plus, for 1 mole of gas, A by V square, V minus B RT. So pressure is low. It means volume is high. So we may neglect term B. PV plus A by V is equal to RT. PV is equal to RT minus A by V. Okay, then divide this with RT by V. PV by RT. RT by RT is 1 minus A by VRT. So PV by RT is Z. Compressibility factor Z is 1 minus A by VRT. So it is showing negative deviation from ideal behavior. Yeah, C is the correct option. Okay. See question number 48. The correction factor A to the ideal gas equation corresponds to. So to give this real gas equation, we introduced A and B are these two are introduced in ideal gas equation. That's what we got this equation. So what is responsible for A? Density of the gas molecule, volume of the gas molecule, electric field present between the gas molecule, force of attraction between the gas molecule. So here A is represents force of attraction between the gas molecules. B represents, in this equation, A represents attractive force between the gas molecule. B represents co-volume or excluded volume of a gas molecule. So 48 D is the correct answer. 49. A gas at 350 Kelvin and 15 bar has molar volume 20% smaller than that for an ideal gas under the same condition. The correct option about the gas and its compressibility factor Z is. Okay, so compressibility factor, I gave only one formula. It have another formula also. Compressibility factor Z is equal to PV by RT is one formula. Another formula, Z is equal to volume real divided by volume of gas ideal. Real gas volume divided by ideal gas volume. So in question is only given a gas at 350 Kelvin and 15 bar pressure has molar volume 20% smaller. So real gas volume is 20% smaller than that for an ideal gas. Suppose ideal gas volume is V, means it having 20% less, 0.8. This is 1V, this is 0.8V. So now Z value is coming below 1 only, no? Z value is below 1. Then it shows which deviation, positive deviation or negative deviation? Tejashwini?
So
Negative deviation, correct. So you note down this formula in notebook. I give this compressibility factor. This also compressibility factor only. So correct option is D. Z less than 1 means it is showing negative deviation. If negative deviation is showing, means in between the molecules strong attractive forces are there. So and attractive forces are dominant. Okay, then question number 50. The volume of gas A is twice that of gas B. Okay. The compressibility factor of gas A is thrice that of gas B at the same temperature. The pressure of the gas for equal number of moles are. So the pressure of the gas, okay, pressure relation we have to calculate, and number of moles of gas also is equal. The compressibility factor of gas A is thrice that of gas B. So compressibility factor of A is equal to, formula is compressibility factor PV by RT. So PA VA by RTA. Compressibility factor of B is PB VB RTB. Okay, here condition is compressibility factor of A is equal to 3 times of compressibility factor of B. Okay, we equate this. PA VA by RTA equal to 3 into this is PB VB RTB. And here further conditions are given. The volume of A, okay, volume of A, gas A is twice that of gas B. So VA is equal to 2 VB. That means volume of A is equal to 2 VB. So here we'll substitute instead of VA 2 VB. Okay, better to write another condition also. Twice that of, yeah, be the same temperature. So at the same temperature also. That means TA is equal to TB. For equal number of moles. Okay, I think here we not introduced a number of moles. Now we equate this. PA instead of VA 2 VB by R, TA TB cancel. Otherwise write TA equal to TA or TB equal to TB. 3 PB VB RTB. We can cancel this RTB cancel. VB cancel. Then left is only 2 PA is equal to 3 PB. This is the relation. A is the correct answer. Okay, answer this 51 question number. Tejashwini. Read question and answer.
Given that van der Waals constant for NH3, H2, O2 and CO2 are respectively 4.17, 0.244, 1.36 and 3.59, which of the following gases is most easily liquefied?
Yeah, which gas we can liquefy easily? Very simple question. Anybody can explain?
Is it NH3, sir?
Hello, Chirag?
Sir, is it NH3, sir?
NH3 is correct. Can you tell reason?
So A is increasing, so A is high here, so.
Okay. See, whenever A value is higher, interaction in between ammonia molecules, very strong interactions are there, and then very easy to liquefy. A is higher means easy to liquefy. A is higher means that is showing negative deviation from ideal behavior. Okay, mind that relation. Already I gave in your notebook. See those. Okay. Yeah, so these questions, practice yourself. In coming Saturday or Sunday, I will conduct test. 30 questions I will give. You need to complete in 1 hour. Mixed question, CET level question 15, JE level questions also I'll give 15. Okay, here these questions mostly higher level is there. No need to solve all questions. 50 questions maximum. Yeah, try to solve 50 questions. If there are any IIT advanced level questions, leave it. You no need to do that. Even JEE also, those who are preparing for JEE till only do that questions. Preparing for CET, don't do that questions also. If it is possible, if it is easy answer, solve. Otherwise, leave it. But lower level questions are there. Now already I shared you answers also. Those questions you must have to practice. Okay, and I shared 6 papers, board papers. Coming Sunday, I'm going to be conduct test. So you prepare all those papers.
The coming Sunday's physics test, no sir.
Physics. Okay, I will talk with sir. Already I shared 10 days before, 1 week before. Already I informed you about that. Anyhow, I will speak with physics sir. I shared you total 6 set, zone 3 and zone 4. Means it is together 2 question papers only. Most of the questions are repeated. In these 3 days, complete that. And Saturday, I will explain you that if you have any doubts, I mean, if there are any unknown questions, I will explain answer to those questions. And all of you write assignment also. So that looks 6 question paper, but actually that is only 2 question papers. Hardly 90 or 80 questions only, that is. Okay. Submit assignment by Saturday. And Saturday itself, I will explain you some question. I mean, if you don't know any question answers, I will explain those. Okay, thank you. And next tomorrow class, I will explain thermodynamics.